If you aren't using keyboard shortcuts, it's time you start. Let me just show you a few of the basic keyboard shortcuts on the Mac that can make you more efficient. The first shortcut you should know, if you don't already, is Spotlight. Command spacebar brings up the Spotlight search window. So when you bring up the Spotlight search window, you can type up the name of whatever app you're wanting to open, or maybe the name of a file, and it's going to find that file for you in Spotlight search and bring it up. So let's search for a file I recently opened up. There we go, and goes right to it. So Spotlight search is incredibly powerful, and that's the shortcut to bring it up. This has added functionality now in Mac OS 26, where if you hit the right arrow, it's going to break it down into looking for applications, looking for specific files, initiating some specific actions, and even a clipboard manager, where it shows you all the different things that you have added to your clipboard by clicking Command C. Now, the clipboard manager is only for the last, I think it's 8 to 12 hours worth of clips that you have added to your clipboard. Anything beyond that disappears. So if you're looking for something older than that, you won't see it on there. So you don't have to get into all those advanced features on the front end. Just know that when you hit Command spacebar and you bring up Spotlight search, you can open apps super easily just by typing the name of the app. So you hit that, and boom, the app opens up. The second shortcut I want to share with you is not a specific shortcut, but just the Option key. There's so many things you can reveal with the Option key on menus in any app that you're using just about on the Mac. For example, let's open up a document here, and under the File menu, you have Duplicate. Now it used to be that you could say Save As. So you can, instead of duplicating the file, where it just basically completely copies it, and then now you've got both of the documents sitting here. Instead, you can hold down the Option key and you'll get Save As. And I've used Mac for years and used to love having Save As. So when I click Save As, I can go in here and just change the name and hit Save. And that's the only document that I've got open. Now the previous one is gone. It's not disappeared, but it's gone off the screen. It's in my files, and now I'm just working on the new one. Great example of where the Option key can reveal something that you didn't know was there. Another use of it, for example, let's bring up another document. Let's say I'm trying to compare these two papers, and I hold down the Option key and I move this over here and move this to this side, and you'll see as I move them to each side of the screen while holding down the Option key, it tells me, hey, I'm going to snap to this side, and it does that. So those are just a couple examples, and you'll see on menus, like if you hold down the Option key here, that the top thing where it says about this Mac, that's going to change to system information. And a lot of menus, you'll see things change when you hold down the Option key to give you different options. So like here, I can close the window that I'm looking at, or close everything, and it just closes out both of those documents. Option key, so much power. Explore that, get curious, see what kind of options come up in your menus on any Mac app that you're using. The next keyboard shortcut is for those times when you just need to go full screen mode because you just need to focus on the one thing that you're doing. All you do is hold down Control, Command, and F, and that will bring that app into a full screen mode. You can ignore everything else at that point. And if you want to get out of full screen mode, just Control, Command F again, and it goes back to the window setting that you had it on before. The next shortcut is to minimize or hide apps. Be sure that you're using Command M to cause it to go back down into the dock to get it out of the way quickly. You can also hide an app completely so it doesn't appear in the dock. It just gets it out of the foreground, but it's still running. So you hit Command H. Those are great shortcuts as well, along with that full screen mode. Next, let's say that you want to take a screenshot of what's on your screen and turn that into an image. So to do that without any options, the quickest way to do it is to do Shift, Command, hold those two down, and then press 3. And when you press 3, that screenshot, you can actually see that it appeared in my little screenshot stack over here on the desktop. It appears here, and now you've got access to it from there. Now, it's important to note that this could save in a few different places if you want it to change. To do that, hold down Shift Command 5, and now you've got this little menu down at the bottom of the screen, and it says Options. here you could change where that screenshot goes. You could say, I just want to put it on the clipboard to paste it somewhere else. I want to send it in an email very quickly, or I want it to open up in preview. So if we did that, let's say, then you've got this little crosshairs, and with your mouse, you would actually do this, and then you could just hit return, and that image that you just made, that screenshot, is going to open up in preview like we told it to. Now, let's say we close this, let's delete it. The next time I use Shift-Command-3 for just a quick screenshot, just know that it's going to use the same settings that I asked it to before. It's going to open in preview every time, not on your desktop. So if you want it to go back to saving those screenshots on your desktop, if you changed that, you've got to go back to Shift-Command-5, down to the options, and tell it again, please put things on the desktop. And then from that point on, it will save them to the desktop. The next shortcut that is incredibly useful is not just Command-Tab. Now, Command-Tab is how you go through your, move through your apps that are open by holding down Command and tapping Tab. You can also hide an app or quit an app here. So if I'm holding down Command right now and I hit Tab, I'm going through them and I say, well, I want to hide preview. I'll just tap H while I have Command held down. And now preview is hidden. I could also quit preview from here I'm still holding down Command, it's highlighted, and I hit Q. Now preview will quit. So you can quit apps from the Command tab menu. It's pretty nice. The next shortcut is when you want to paste text, but you want it to match the document formatting that you already have in your document. So let's say I've got a line of text here I want to paste in, and I brought it in maybe from the web or another app, and I hit just Command V. It pasted it in, but it's got the previous, it's got just a different looking font. It's got Times. I don't want to use Times. I want it to match what I've already got here. So instead of just hitting Command V, I'm going to hold down Shift Option Command and then hit V, and it will match the font that I have already selected in that document on that line. So whatever font is already in there, that's what it's going to do when you do it. And that's called just pasting and matching style. It's available up in the keyboard, in the menu up here, but it's better just to use the keyboard shortcut, a lot faster. The next shortcut also involves using text. Now, when you are typing away and you've got some text going in here and you realize you want to go backwards, a lot of people, I'll see them hold down their arrow key and just wait for the cursor to slowly work its way back to the beginning of a line. Man, that's exhausting to watch. Just hold down the Command button if you want to go to the beginning of a line and then hit that left arrow, and the cursor will jump all the way over to the beginning of the line. Or Command right arrow to go to the end of the line. Or maybe you just want to go back to the middle of the line. You can hold down Option and hit the arrow key, and it will move word by word across a sentence or a line. Much faster than just holding down that arrow button. Now, this shortcut can also be used in conjunction with the delete key. So if I have, I want to delete, instead of this whole line, just holding down the delete key, same idea with the arrow, I'll hold down the Option button and hit delete, and it goes word by word to delete, and that's a lot faster as well. Next is the ability to do a quick look of a file without actually opening it up. So we've got a folder here with pictures in it, and instead of opening up each of these, I can just click on one and hit the space bar, and I get a quick look preview. And if I've got a list of files in that folder, I can just do the down arrow to go through each one and see what they look like. So much easier than opening up each individual file. And then when I'm done, just hit the space bar again, and that quick look preview goes away. And finally, using the Control button and pressing the up arrow is a way that you can see all of your windows in front of you. It's called Mission Control. Let's open up a couple of these here. So I've got a few windows open, and I hold down Control and press the up arrow, and now it just shows me everything that I've got open, and I can choose a different window. So much easier. You can also use Control down arrow, and when you hit Control down, it will show you the windows that you have open just for the specific app that's in the foreground. So I've got 2 Notion windows open here, and when I hit Control down, it showed me all the windows that are open. If I had like multiple ones, I could just say, oh, I want to open that one, and I could switch over to it. Do that again, and okay, switch back to this one. Whereas Control up is going to show you all the windows you have open, no matter what app it is. So that's a really nice way to see, what have I got going on here in all these windows, and staying organized as you go, because it can get pretty chaotic to have a lot of windows open. So those are some basic Mac shortcuts that you can use to be more efficient. Hope you enjoyed the video. Click like if you did. Would love to have you as a subscriber. And also, if you go to jasonbarmer.com, I have a semi-regular newsletter that I send out on productivity, and would love to have you there as well. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one.